Hello! What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here, coming to you live, as always, from Studio SGG in the heart of Studiopolis Zone. Hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday! Hello, NSM. Hello, Zach. Good to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, we're just jumping right in. We're jumping in back to Outer Worlds 2. And I am desperately racking my head to figure out what we did last time, aside from me getting hopelessly lost for a while. Hello, Myers. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, like, all I can remember is me getting lost, and that's bad. I think I remember, though. We figured out who was, oh god, I don't remember. Hopefully Moonman can tell me. I hope Moonman can tell me.
I'm only wearing accessories because they violate Auntie's branding guidelines.
No, Moonman is not gonna tell me. Okay. Well, I'll continue where I left off, and, let's see if we can figure out where we were. We finished a very important quest line. I remember that. We finished a very important quest line, and we got a fun new weapon. I remember that. Let's just see what the journal says. Completed. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This'll help get us back on track. By eliminating debris, fellow conspirators, and sabotaging your plans, you hope to damage her support network and uncover her present whereabouts. You failed to prevent Seer Wiley from sending debris the information she wanted, but applied an effective strategy for taking him down, thus sparing his life. Alright, that's right. The observatory of the Order was under attack, so we went in, we solved a very stupid puzzle, we got, very, very lost in the process of doing so. We found some books for some quibbling old lesbians. We talked down a guy, basically talked our way out of a boss fight. And we got an auto-targeting gun. That's what we did. Yes, that all sounds correct. All right.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery index. My goodness, you novices in your theatrics.
Okay. So I think what we need to do is we need to go back to the ship and find out where Debris is heading next. Because some very, very bad, no good, very bad things were about to happen if we didn't, so... Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Like this, for example. I ain't gonna question the recap. Good! Appreciate it. To be honest, it feels like this one is a lot harder to follow than the previous game. Colleague death averted. Yay! Grizzly experiment yields little data. Fantastic. That's right, we totally saved the hostages, too. I'm sure it would have been much easier to let them get squished, but... we're not that kind of person. I just saw a LEGO Ideas Kickstarter for a LEGO Ace Attorney courtroom. Dude, if they ever came out with Ace Attorney Legos, I would buy that in a heartbeat. That would be an on-site purchase. Like, as soon as I see it, whoop, it's gone. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how lame or silly it is. I want a little Lego Phoenix. I want a little Lego Phoenix. It would be very cute. It would be very cute and very, very, very tailored to my recent interest in Lego sets. So... Alright, why am I running? I can just fast travel to the ship. Landing pad. Incognito. Go. I do like that our ship is called the Incognito. Alright. Let's go see...
I think we should talk.
Oh? I'm sure a lot of you have things you want to say, but let's do the mission briefing first.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one.
What? Courting complete chaos is a solid plan. The best kind.
Alright, let's see. All that matters to me is that Debris no longer draws breath. Now... the delegations brought their own security, right? She only beat us before because she took us by surprise. This time we have the advantage. Or do we just go full Space Cadets? The lives of millions are in our hands. We must stop the fiendish Debris at once. Nah, that sounds a little too full of ourselves. I mean, I got the perk for a reason, but let's go with this one. She only beat us before because she took us by surprise. This time, we have the advantage.
I'd say she won't know what hit her, but she will likely see my hammer before I drive it down on her forehead.
Records indicate
I love you, Tristan.
is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Hello, Boots. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see. I don't have enough for that. Who needs planning when you have luck? I mean, that is basically how we've been doing this whole playthrough, through the seat of our pants. Whatever they throw at us is no match for our weapons. With our team, we can handle anything. Let's check in with Marisol. You got any idea of what we'll face more specifically?
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
That sounds like
You
Earth.
know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms?
Yeah! I mean, yeah, I haven't been using him a lot, but I definitely want to bring Niles along. This is your fight as much as it... Blah, blah, blah. This is your fight as much as it is mine, Niles. Of course I'll have you.
Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out, too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Alright, use the astrogator to navigate. Alright, but first, Marisol wanted to speak with me.
The hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well.
Oh.
May all our endeavors yield expected results.
Nope, okay. How about you, Niles? How you doing, dude?
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
What were you picturing?
Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
Maybe you would have been, since you so clearly had a professional crush. No. Let's not get bogged down with our failures of the past, shall we?
No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
Well, you and Victor are two very different people.
True. But DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
You still can. Just save folks on being the best agent you could be. Isn't that what we're doing right now? Saving Arcadia? You don't need the Earth Director. I like this one. You don't need the Earth Director to be a good person, Niles.
Maybe not. Past 10 years have more or less proven that out. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
Let's see. I've been away from this for a bit. I'm probably in the mood for an info dump. What is going on between Annie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice?
It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Auntie Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out.
Should we tell him that we've been snooping on his stuff? I found this audio log from the Breeze addressed to you. What's that about?
Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about.
I mean... I thought for sure he was gonna get pissed at me for private audio logs, but... Dude, don't stop finding ways to take the blame for everything that's going on, okay? I'm surprised you get anything after what she did.
Yeah, well, I didn't have all the facts about Horizon Point until recently, did I? Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good.
Missed anything? Like what?
I don't know. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who'd betray her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud.
Hope you're not waiting for me to correct you. Jeez. I get it. You're processing in your own way.
You know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just... nothing. Static. All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget.
In the words of Zuko, that's rough, buddy. Do you want the recording back? For posterity's sake?
No. Burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. It means nothing to me now anyway.
Oof. Yeah, no, he took DeVries... Dude took DeVries' betrayal, like, super personally. How about... We've added to our crew since the last time we spoke.
Always up for a little backfence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean Val.
What do you think of Asa?
I think she'd have a hell of a time passing the directorate psychological screening. Don't much care for all her talk about disembowelment, neither. Truth be told, I don't know her all that well. Reckon she's unmoored and grabbing for anything that feels like purpose. Same as the rest of us. At least that's what I would say if I was feeling charitable. Most days, I send her out the airlock if it came to a vote.
Okay, so don't put you two together on a team. Got it. How about Marisol?
Underneath that friendly old lady facade, Marisol's a killer. Best me not forget that. Future's always changing, though. Who knows? Maybe Marisol will surprise us. In a good way, I mean. Not in a surprise attack kind of way. I hope.
How about Tristan, our resident arbiter?
Well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong there.
Okay, and I think I already know what you think of Inez. Y'all don't get on well, but has your opinion ever changed at all?
Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable, and shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day.
All right.
Thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind?
Let's go, Team Catty. No! Why are you being mean to my ladies? They're not catty. Yet, I don't think. I was just asking Niles for an assessment report. I wasn't being catty or nothing.
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
I mean, yeah, you got skin in the game too, I guess?
Sure, let's go with that. If we fail to stop DeVries, This will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
I'm gonna try not to.
Sure. Got someone in mind?
Alright, I bet you got a lot to say about Aza.
Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors. So I'll spare you most of them. I just hope we don't regret letting Aza on board. She ain't right in the head. She's damn near bloodthirsty. I'll keep my distance when I can. But I promise you, if I perceive even a hint of threat from her, I will deal with it.
Alright, we've already talked about everybody else. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to think it was a mistake to let the psychopathic cult, former cult member, on board. I don't know why. I'm just getting the feeling that I might have made a mistake there.
So, you decided the crew needed another cutthroat, did you? I don't mean to criticize the faults in your logic, but you realize Aza is a completely inefficient killer, yes?
I like collecting party members. I collect them like they're Pokemon. What do you want from me? Strength in numbers and all that. I thought she could learn from you. Maybe you take her under your wing?
Well, do admit I've always wanted an understudy.
Phew.
Someone to pass on my vast knowledge of calculated murder and mayhem. But Aza? I'm uncertain she's the right choice to inherit it. However, perhaps you see something I yet haven't, and I should keep looking. I'll need to ponder this further.
There we go. See? You just gotta...
May all our travails add to the equation.
You just gotta look at it differently. Hello, Gabe. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, where's Tristan at? Ah, there he is. Hello, sir.
This ship is certainly quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other.
I'm remembering how much I love this man. You know what? He kind of looks like the mirror guy that we saw last night. What was his name? Amir? He kind of looks like him. I don't know how to feel about that.
Certainly. I consider myself an open tome.
But he is definitely giving me Vicar Max vibes from the first game. Gauge your opinion to the crew.
Who amongst our motley assortment would you care to discuss?
I figure your relationship with Aza might be a little contentious.
I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever why you would choose to bring a deranged cultist aboard. Aza's kind plagued Arcadia even before the invasion. To be forced to call her colleague is almost more than I can bear. I can only hope she does not see it fit to pilot our ship into a rift to sate her own macabre ambitions.
Okay, but how do you really feel? Funnily enough, flying our ship into a rift is exactly what we could do in the first game, or technically fly it into the sun.
Verily, idle gossip hardly suits an arbiter anyhow.
All right. Well, I guess we got to see. Oof. Let's see how Aza's fitting in here. Flag of the Glorious Dawn, torn and bloodied. She's already been, already made herself at home, I see. Graffitiing my walls, thank you. Lovingly, if manically produced drawings of the space anomaly. At least these ones are relatively not terrifying. Cool. Hi, excuse me. Okay, and then... These rift sketches are labeled with frantic notations and equations, which makes them all the more unsettling. Okay, so her cult worships like the rift that's slowly forming in our side of the universe.
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy.
Alright, why do you think Hierarch Ziegler turned on you?
Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort. As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's gotta be the spleen.
Let's talk about something else, shall we?
Such as?
We don't really know a lot about Glorious Dawn. What are you all about, ma'am?
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught.
Right, you mentioned something before about the rifts being a gateway to paradise?
The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
Doomsday Cult, got it. And that's the truth Dawn means to spread, huh?
Yes! Oh, isn't it truly glorious?
Okay, but what about you, though? I'd like to know who I'm traveling with.
Nothing of much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story.
It's obvious you've done horrible things you're afraid to talk about. Seems like you're avoiding the question. I liked my life when it had little worth. I'm still trying to figure out how I ended up here. God, that is so accurate, though.
It sounds like you've let others dictate your existence with their culturally imposed limitations and narrow interpretation of righteousness and truth. Joining the Glorious Dawn freed me of such nonsense. They gave me a completely new life, wiped away all traces of fear and repression, and replaced them with unbridled freedom.
Yeah, that's what a cult does.
Devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein.
Yep, that's what a murder cult does, doesn't it? Yeah, charming metaphor notwithstanding, I would still like to hear more about your life.
And I'm still not interested in discussing it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry to think that maybe recruiting Azza was a mistake. Whatever. It's like Pokemon. You gotta collect them all. I'm sure once we complete her quest line, it'll be revealed that she's actually a very scared, lost, lonely girl just looking, begging for something to make her feel whole again or something. I don't know.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing and really funny.
Niles, are you encouraging Val to tase our Protectorate?
This unit is available to answer any queries. Which member of the Incognito would you like assessed?
Oh, this ought to be interesting. But let's see what the robot thinks.
Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. These are all strong indicators of improved mental health.
Hourly provocation! Dude was deeply depressed. What kind of provocation?
Verbal reminders were supplied, followed by non-penetrative nudging. Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming
Thank you for clarifying that it was non-penetrative.
However, this unit maintains full confidence in his resiliency and current combat readiness.
Alright, cool. Any thoughts on Inez?
Grafts are known to cause pain and discomfort due to dry, flaky skin and restricted blood flow, among other issues. While Trooper Silong has declined this unit's offer of therapeutic palpation, she has allowed for a humidifier to be installed in her quarters. For now, Trooper Silong's overall health outcome remains uncertain. Continued monitoring is advised.
Well, it's nice that we have access to a humidifier, at least. Alright, Tristan.
Arbiter Rao shows a ready commitment to serving Arcadia. However, his loyalty to you is still under assessment. If forced to choose between this crew and the Protectorate, there is a higher than average chance he will defy you, Commander. Under such circumstances, this unit advises inflicting damage to his knees first to reduce mobility.
Duly noted. How about badass grandma?
Agent Delgado has asked that this unit not provide unauthorized updates on her aptitude or well-being. She instead requests that anyone wishing to form an opinion of her speak with her directly and within striking distance. Agent Delgado has also asked that the following addendum be provided. That last portion was a joke, to some degree.
I didn't know that she had a sense of humor. Alright, Azza, this ought to be good.
Multiple warnings have been issued to Deputy Agent Leitinger regarding knife safety, and all have gone ignored.
Yeah, that tracks.
This unit is ready to answer any and all queries.
So I'm not sure, like, I'm having a harder time forming an attachment to this crew than I did to the previous crew of the Unreliable. And I'm not sure why. Alright, well first let's get to where we're going. And I can talk on the way. So yeah, like the first crew, the original crew of the Unreliable definitely felt like more of a ragtag group of outsiders who became found family. Cause you had Parvati Holcomb, who was a mechanic for Spacer's Choice. And then decided that after we helped her out, she wanted to join up with us. You had Vicar Max, who was a vicar who originally wanted to go with us for his own means. He wanted us to take him somewhere so that he could beat up a guy. But then he goes on a big soul-searching, spirit vision quest, drugs are involved, and then he becomes the chillest dude in existence, almost to a fault. And then you had Felix, who was a dock worker on the Groundbreaker, and he wanted a big old adventure. He wanted to be the hero that he always saw in the TV serials growing up. So he was our ride or die. You had Nyoka, who was a hunter, who joined up with us after her old crew got decimated by the incredibly aggressive fauna in this world, and we kind of became her new crew. And then you had Ellie, Dr. Ellie Fenhill, who basically just joined up with us because she was like, I got nothing better to do. And honestly, Ellie was the one that I didn't like the most, because she never opened up with us. She never really... She kept everyone at a distance, and never really opened up to anyone. But she still had her moments. And then of course you had Sam, our sanitary automech. And he was just a walking, talking, slogan machine. So, yeah, didn't really use Sam all that much. But for some reason, I really grew attached to that crew. Like, I loved them. I loved all of them. They were great. This crew, not so much. Like, I like Niles, I like Tristan, and I like, I do like Badass Grandma. Inez and Azza, I can kind of take or leave, honestly. But to me, it feels more like it's a collection of people who are just itching to stab each other in the back at any opportunity. There is a very palpable tension between this particular crew that I don't know if I like. It is less found family and more they're looking for any reason to kick each other off of the crew. I think Niles is probably the only decent person among them. Well, I mean, Inez has her heart in the right place, I feel, but she's also brainwashed by the corporations to be a corporate lapdog, so, you know, whatever. Despite the whole graft thing. So I don't know. I'm not as attached to this crew as I am to the previous crew. Now, granted, this is probably still early days in the game, so maybe my opinion of them will change as we go on. But right now, I'm not really getting that attachment to them, and it's making this. I forgot about the Moon Man helmet. I kind of forgot about the Moon Man fit I was wearing. It's kind of making this not as enjoyable as the first one, because I've mentioned this before. But one of the things that really gets me hooked on a series is the characters. If you can get me to care about the characters and get hyper fixated on the characters, then I'm a fan for life. You've got my brain in a chokehold. That's what happened with the first Outer Worlds. Clearly, we all know this is what's happening with Ace Attorney. But you gotta get me to care about the characters. And right now, I kind of don't really care about any of these characters. And it kind of sucks. But again, I'm willing to give the game the benefit of the doubt. It is still fun. There are still some really good, funny moments. I just am not as attached to this crew as I was my previous crew. I'm hoping that changes. I'm hoping that as we start hopefully finding these companion quests and start kind of digging into who these people really are, aside from their allegiances to various factions, I'm hoping that that will change. But right now, it's just kind of, it's tough. It's a little tough right now. Right now, the thing that's fueling me is making DeVries pay for being a bitch. So that's what we're going with. That is what we're going to focus our efforts on. Do I have... Ooh, I can! Dead Man's Jacket. Taking damage is a chance based on your hacks. The best defense is good explosive offense. Warning, drip dry only, do not tumble dry. Well, now I gotta see what that does. Hang on. Bugger. There we go. Dead Man's Jacket. That looks alright. It's not as weirdly, this thing has more armor. But yeah, I think we'll keep this for now. This has more armor, and I like the effects I like the effects on it better. Yeah, I like the effects on that better. Alright. Well, I promised that I would take Niles and Inez with us, so that's what I'm going to... Oh, I didn't... Did I take Inez? Was Inez still there? Did I mess up? Who's with me?
Look, the rift. It's immaculate.
Oops. Never mind. I didn't want to take Azza with me. I wanted to take Niles with me. Or, I wanted to take Inez with me. There we go. Niles and Inez. That's the team. That's who I wanted. just got an ad for Kaishi as I joined on my computer. It was... Oh! Let me point out, I don't have any control over the ads that Twitch chooses to play. But I share in your disgust. That is gross. We do have level up points, so let's see. Let's put some more points in speech and leadership. I feel like that'll be good. And we get another perk! What other perks do we have? Ooh. The party gains significant damage resistance for a short period of time after reviving or being revived by a companion. Additionally, taking damage no longer reduces your progress to reviving a companion. Well, so far my companions have been holding their own pretty well, so I don't think we need that. Let's see. Grim Visage. Scoring a kill will temporarily cause human and creature enemies near the target to be frightened for a short duration. Strong enemies such as leaders and bosses cannot be frightened this way until their health is sufficiently reduced. The target flees from combat for 8 seconds. Interesting. I like that. Melee power attacks. Caustic Researcher. You now apply vulnerable faster through the keyhole. The concept of lock can be viewed for lockpicking. This might be useful. Well, actually, no, because I haven't been able to unlock anything because my lockpicking skill is so damn low. Let's see. Trick Shot. Weak spot kills Ricochet, dealing damage to a second nearby target. That sounds cool. Marksman Assault and Sniper Rifles deal increased damage at distance, but less below that distance. Alright. You gain a bonus to damage resistance and max health, but enemies are more likely to target you over your companions. I mean, I'm already getting my ass blasted, so maybe not. Kills scored by either you or the party charges each companions. This seems good. Let's go with this. And I think we can get some more here. Let's see. Spotter. That looks good. Inez, what do you got? Experimental drug conversion. Eating food or drinking while Inez is in the party grants a small amount of inhaler charges. Or has a chance to give you crude biomass. Let's go with this. This seems good. Okay. All set. Now then. You found your way to the hangar DeVries landed in, but the trail has gone cold. You should investigate to find out where she went. Oh my god, that loads so slowly. Let's see, this was the new fun gun that I had, right?
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
No, it does not, I guess. Can we go in to investigate that ship at all? Ooh, yes we can. Open. Oh.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? Well, why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
The satellite bears scorch marks, presumably from atmospheric re-entry. Its panels have been tampered with and all data cartridges have been extracted. So she's holding on to the satellite that pinged us. Why would she be doing that? Does she know? She has to know that we survived. Right? I can't think of any other reason. Okay, can't look at any of these. Can't go in here. So this is all that was here was the satellite. I don't have the correct perk for this. Yeah, I think another thing that's kind of annoying me about this game is it feels like I've already locked myself into a playstyle. And I don't have... I can't experiment with any other playstyles now. Like, I felt like in the Outer Worlds, you had a lot more freedom to mess about with playstyles on the fly. But in this one, it feels like you gotta commit to one style of play, and then you're just kind of stuck with that for the rest of the game. I don't know if I like that. Oh, mama, that is a long way down. Okay. Well then, moving on. Jeez. Someone's talking about look before you leap. Holy hell.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors share those grievances, but we are here in good faith. Peace between us will allow us to contend with the rifts, the true threat.
Sounds like the talks are already underway. We better get moving. Disable the landing pad gates hydraulics. I don't have enough engineering. See? Yeah, see? See? This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Like, it feels like I've been locked into a playstyle, but there's so much I want to explore and I don't have the stats for it. It's really, honestly, kind of frustrating. I mean, there was stuff that I couldn't do in the first game, too, obviously, but I feel like here it's a lot more egregious.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
She warned you about me and you still didn't lock the door? You must have a death wish, sir.
I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is of far less import than ensuring our mission success. I've already cleared the way for my associates into the station.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
Oh. Did you hear that stutter? Did you hear that stutter? He doesn't even believe what he's saying right now. Ah, here we go. You know, Seer Wiley said just as much. But when I showed him the errors in his thinking, he stood down.
That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast.
We say a strawberry shoot you in the kneecap. Wiley also thought he could predict the future. You think your plans are going to hold up better, Chief?
No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts!
Oh, I'm
But it
about to
doesn't
scramble you
matter
like
what
an
you do.
egg, son.
The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
Okay, there's a couple ways we can do this. If you wish to save the Order, you must save all of its bright minds. So stand down. I'll show you mercy. Same as I did with the monastery hostages, if you tell me everything. DeVries has played you for a fool. Lay down your weapons and go. Last chance. Well, we need information, so let's see if this works. I'll show you mercy. Same as I did with the monastery hostages. If you tell me everything.
But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path.
You are clearly sincere and in over your head. I say you deserve a second chance.
How can you say that without knowing me and mean it? Your resolve is unmistakable, and it's quickly becoming all too clear I've no option left but to trust you. Fine then, I surrender.
Yeah!
See
On the
this
other
screen?
hand, this playstyle is
Agent
allowing me
DeVries
to
orders for each
sidestep
of
a
her
lot of
strike teams
combat,
are here
so
for the
I guess
taking.
it's not all bad.
One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
You've learned that DeVries is heading to the broadcast booth, overlooking the forum where the peace talks are being...
Intel rather easily, didn't they? Let's have a look.
Alright, bye guys. Also, boo! Get out of here, bot! We don't want you here. The monitor displays a map of the station, evidently annotated by DeVries. Her first team of agents is to hold the landing pad. The second team is to make their way through the turbine chamber. The third is to guard the exit in the refinery. DeVries herself will make for the broadcast booth overlooking the forum chamber where the delegates are to meet. Alright. Let's see if there's anything else of use around here before we move ahead. It's gone. Sorry for the delay. Nah, you're good, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. As always. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, considering we just got these guys to level 10, we've got a long ways to go. I get the feeling that this is going to go south really fast. Regardless of what we do here. Let's see.
Damn, blocked. Why can't our work ever be easy?
Okay, so we are going to have to go around the other way. Oh, well. Hello, Cadmus. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Aishiteru, in variant of that word, is actual way of saying I love you. It can be said to couples or family members. I read that koishiteru is strictly used for romance. Daisuki translates as I really like you. So it should be the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really like you. I mean, I think at this point, Daisuki is, like you and love you, I think are kind of interchangeable. But you are correct. Aishiteru is a very, has a very different connotation. It's a much more deeper kind of love, that's being referenced there. Alright, let's use this and see where it goes. Oh, we're going up. I was hoping we would take us down, but that's fine. see what we can find. Ooh, I can unlock things now. Yes. Thank you. Finally. Things. Finally. All the points I'm putting in the lockpicking are finally paying off. Oh, God. It's a Sprat. Hey, buddy.
For all of the Protectorate's ills, they sure know how to build things that last. Not a compliment, just an observation.
Alright. Let's see what we got from Provost Iglesias. Subject, important announcement. That sounds important. This message serves as notice that Greater Tranquility Substation is to be decommissioned at the end of this month. Oh no. Please speak to your direct supervisors for an update to your duties and details on your next posting. Remember with pride that all your work here is making the Sovereign's vision of a powerful planetside communications relay a reality. You are greatly thanked for your service, and the Matriarch's names, Provost Ambrose Iglesias. Be advised, should Greater Tranquility Substation move into lockdown procedures, the following mechanisms will be automatically activated. Emergency flood lighting, intercom sirens, landing pad ship enclosures. Note that these features can only be overridden by an admin. Okay. That's interesting. So the substation has been shut down. Why would you hold peace talks at a shut down substation? This reeks of sussandry. Salmon Lost Memories does use Aishiru. So I haven't seen that show, but the only reason that I know that show exists is because the opening is absolute fire. It was I think it was, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Boom Boom Satellites was the name of the group that did the intro to Salmon Lost Memories. And it was so good. They did that and another song for Kisniver, which I want to see Kisniver at some point. It's been on my list, but then unfortunately, I believe the lead singer passed away from a disease. So those were the only songs that we really got from them, anime-wise, which is really a shame because they made some very good music, and it's really a shame what happened to that guy. But both of those songs were really, really good. Lay Your Hands on Me, I think, was the one from Kisnaver, and I... Get Up and Explode? Get Up and Explode, I think, was the one from Zamid Lost Memories. Cadmos, please feel free to correct me on that if I'm mistaken. Was it Shut Up and Explode? I don't remember. It was something along those lines. It's been so long since I've heard the song, I can't really remember what the exact title of the song was. Shut Up and Explode. Yes, that was it.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes.
Hashtag not my sovereign.
Landing a strike against the Protectorate in...
We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Sounds like the peace talks are going well. Alright, let's see here. Auto-mechanical function commands. All auto-mechanicals in the sector are activated and are on control. Targeting protocol updated by unknown user. Do you wish to modify? Alright. We did something. Cartridge ejected successfully. Warning. Auto-mechanical functions accessed by unknown user. That was probably DeVries. Targeting protocol... Cartridge ejected. Protocol written... Target revokes default station security measures. Protocol written to cartridge. Okay. So if I'm reading this correctly, we just switched it back to the usual stuff, so we're fine. Okay, that's probably a good thing that we did. A box that simply contains a fuse to complete a power circuit. Well, let's just pop in that fuse that we just found. That is a big fuse. Big fuse for big power. Alright, so far so good. His neighbor was spring 2016. I feel like it was more recent. Is it already 10 years old? I feel like it was more recent than that, but I'll take your word for it. All right.
DeVries' team must have gotten to these mechs first. I don't favor fighting on two fronts, but it's not looking like we have another choice.
That's all right. We've got a way around that. There we go. Problem solved. And while they're handling that, we will hop into here. And then all we gotta do is avoid the automechs and we'll be fine.
Taking cover!
Just let them sort this out. As they say in Shaun of the Dead, we'll just wait for all of this to blow over.
Current cover position.
Oop, back down. Back down, guys. Back down, guys. Back down, guys. Okay, those automechs do sound very close by, so, we will switch to something that can deal with them a little more effectively. Where's my... I don't have the fourth slot unlocked. What am I gonna get rid of here? Okay, I don't need two guns using up short rounds. Let's swap this out for... Swap this out for a bonkin' stick. That'll do some electrical damage. Just in case one of those automechs gets a little too close.
Doubt, duplicity, cut weeds that grow.
Sneaka, 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 sneaka. Bingo! You love to see it. Finally, the lockpicking is paying off. Finally! Yes! Let me in! Let me into all those places I can't get to. Sneaka, 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 sneaka. So far, so good. Hey, the stealthy thing is working. Stealthy thing's working out for us just fine.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, But things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold.
That's us! He's talking about us!
Worrisome indeed.
Also, why does he kind of look like Lawrence Fishburne a little bit? I don't think we probably need to be snooping around. Okay, we don't have another... We need to find another fuse, it looks like. Hello, Sleepy! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in! Currently, we are infiltrating peace talks. Because that scoundrel DeVries that betrayed us at the beginning of the game is gonna cause some mayhem and chaos and destruction at these peace talks, so we need to, stop her before that happens. But there's also big robots on the prowl, so we're keeping a oddly low profile this time. Carnea Global Peace Talks, that's not gonna go well. What do you mean? I'm great at diplomacy! If they don't like what I have to say, I'll punch them! That's how that would go. Which anime OST was the soundtrack to your year? Dandadan! Without a doubt. Though I will say Freyrin also had a fantastic soundtrack. But it was definitely more of a chill soundtrack for stuff that actually I like music that gets me more hype. So for me it absolutely had to be Dandadan. That show had the sickest rendition of the William Tell Overture I have ever heard. Oh, nothing? Really? Nothing down here? Okay. Aunt Shirley Aunt Shirley was the best OST. I still need to watch Aunt Shirley, man. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I read Anne of Green Gables very, very, very long ago, and I was a very little SGG. So I don't remember anything from it. Probably would be good to revisit it. Oh wait, no, we went in this way. We need to go up. We need to go up. Hello, Locomotive Works. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. That up there is why we need to sneak. Did y'all see that big old robot? Because I did. I think mine is a tie between Madoka Magica and OG Sailor Moon. Yeah. Both of them are iconic. Oh god, here we go. I think we may have to make our presence known here sooner rather than later. Go 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 go. No, hostiles not spotted. Hostiles, I ain't see no hostiles here. Ain't no hostiles here. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw no hostiles here. I see things though. Shh, we're being sneaky and it's tense. But yes, as I was saying, both of those soundtracks are iconic. Magia, the ending theme for Madoka Magica just hits so different. It's such a good freaking rug pull, man. Like, the minute that becomes the the second ending of the show, I'll say. Without spoiling anything, when that new ending hits, like, that's when you know that, oh, this is not going to end well for anybody involved. This is going to be a bad time. What a great rug pull that was. Ugh. So good. So good. If it's the anime that we've watched in 2025, I'd say my favorite has been Hunter x Hunter. Departure slaps. Departure is so good. It is. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I think we're about to get spotted. Nothing here. Nothing here.
Possibly nearby.
Yep. Nope. All right. Fuck it. We're doing it. We did our best, but the time for being sneaky has passed. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, well. So much for that. Since there's no reason in sneaking around now, we can explore at our leisure. I think the reason that we disabled, or rerouted those automechs, I should say, is so that we wouldn't have to deal with both the automechs and the order guys at the same time. I think that's the reason we went to all that rigmarole.
Source of disturbance.
Yeah, here comes another one. I hear it.
Seeking to determine origin and/or cause.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Search concluded.
Okay, I feel like I'm getting flipped turned upside down again. My all-time favorite anime song is Naruto Shippuden. OP6, signed by Flo. I mean, anything by Flo is gonna be a banger, man. Anything by Flo is gonna be a banger. Colors, go. Oh, God. Have you seen the, okay, yeah, we did get flipped turned upside down. We did get turned around here a little bit. That's okay. Have you seen the, I think it was like the 20th anniversary, music video for Flo that they put out? For Go. That they put out, and it had like a bunch of the seiyus from Naruto Shippuden, Durarara, and a couple other shows. Eureka 7, I think, was one of them. I think they had some guys from Seven Deadly Sins. Just basically a bunch of seiyus from shows that Flo has done songs for. They all came in and sang on it. It was so good. It made me smile because it spoke to the era of anime where I was heavily into it. Like, this was when Bleach and Naruto were like the top two, the top shit. Back in those days of Toonami and all that good stuff. But that just made my heart feel good. Yeah, don't. It's fine. I'll see if I can find that video and put it in the music share for you guys. If for no other reason than to just relive the awesomeness that is We Are Fighting Dreamers. Da, 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 da. So good. So good. Bleach's summer vacation face. No! No! It's fine. I mean, okay, let's be real here. For as long as Bleach has been going on, there has to be at least a few beach episodes in Bleach. There has to be. When you have characters that look that good, not putting them in swimsuits is a travesty. You know it's gonna happen. Really? Because I call it beach, I get... nah. Whatever, it's fine. I don't know how to talk. It's not like I make my living off of it or anything. Alright, there's that other guy. There's the other automech. TikToks, walk the dog! Take that before I get... I'm figuring down there would be a good place to go. Unless I've already been down there. Woo, 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 woo. Let's see if we've already been down here. Yes, we've already been down. We've already been through here. I'm just going in circles at this point. What we need to do, we need to find a fuse. We need to find a fuse to get that other, get the other tram working, because I figure that other tram is going to be the way forward. Do I need to take the fuse from the other one? Do I need to disconnect that? And bring it across somehow? Let's see. Johnny Young Bosch is 50 today. That is incredible to me. That blows my mind. Like, he is eternally young in my head. And I guess it's because I'm just used to seeing his picture at all the cons and everything. Like, the fact that he's 50 is shocking to me. Is there another fuse? Can I steal another fuse? I can take this fuse. Yeah, but the problem is now I can't get across. Because all these are shut off now. That's the trick. That's the trick. So what I gotta do is find a way over there that doesn't involve the use of those transports. But we have no such way of doing that. Alright, well, I'll put it back here for now. Yeah, because unless I find another fuse, then we're kind of stuck here. Speaking of Sailor Moon, there's a character in Sailor Moon Usagi's VA also voices in Date Everything. I have been told that her VA is in the game. I don't know who it is. I don't know which character it is, but I've been told that the VA is in the game. Also, Sailor Moon's classic VA was also in the Netflix version of Bee and Puppy Cat, and I think that's delightful. Okay, so the fact that there's a vent here tells me that maybe that's good. What about through here? Have I been through here yet? Okay, yeah, no, I have been through here. I showed you the outline of Dateable... What is that, 70? Hang on, my... That's who Stephanie Shea is. We will try to find her, then. I don't know how we get to her, but we'll try to find her. Oh, God! Double jump. Double jump is a thing. I forget that double jump is a thing. I forgot that double jump is a thing! Hang on. Hang on. Maybe. Maybe. Am I a genius? Am I actually a genius? Am I... Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ha? No? Nothing? Oh, maybe? Something? Yes? I don't know what this gets me, other than up. I don't think this gets me anything, unfortunately. Other than a little way across. This could work. This could work! Ooh, can this work? You have to realize a certain number of datables before you talk. Oh, okay. Well, we're still a long ways off then from her, unfortunately. But I'm trying. I'm trying to boost my, I'm trying to boost all my stats as best I can. No, 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 no! Oops.
Commander.
Don't say Commander like a disappointed mother! Don't do that! The way, he said Commander like the way Danny says Aaron sometimes on Game Grumps, and that is infuriating to me. He said it with all the disappointment of a mom watching her child do something incredibly stupid and being like, oh my god, she is that stupid.
I do see merit in your last
Oh, hey!
It was
That may have actually done exactly what I needed it to.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
I mean, this is about how all presidential debates go. It's just them trading insults at one another, not actually addressing any real issues. So, you know, par for the course. Okay, but this... Ayo, this may have actually worked out for us. This may have actually worked in our favor. Because now... we don't want to go down there. Yeah! Yeah! No, wait. This just took us back to where we were. But it did unlock another path forward. Okay, hold on. Let's explore this a little more than not at all. Maybe this is... Okay, I'm starting to see how this goes. I'm starting to see how this is working. This is the way that we can take the fuse from here. Right? Yeah, because if we go... No, but it's still... Well... shit. I may have been wrong. I may have been wrong, guys. Okay, what's actually keeping me from getting over there? It's gotta be up on the second level. I think. Oh boy. Oh boy. So yeah, the fact that these are here and that they're... that has to be what I have to do, right? Alright, let's just... See, this is what got me in trouble last time, was just me blindly following the things forward and not really thinking about where I was going. I need to be over there. Don't see a way there, unless... I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad at this. It's not being very clear as to what I need to do! Fall damage. And that's sealed. Okay, so yeah, this is a dead end here. Alright, so what if I... Well, jumping on boxes kind of worked for me last time. What if I just... Would it be possible for me to jump on these things? These... No, that looks like death. That also looks like death. Okay, so the only fuse that I know is on the other side of the crossing, but we haven't found a way across that doesn't involve that tram. So I can't take that fuse yet. We don't have a way across. Unless there's something I'm missing over there. I feel like I've explored that area pretty thoroughly. I didn't see anything. Yeah, because that's just death down there. We did that. We're kind of stranded over here. Unless I could make that jump. Could I make that jump? I'm gonna try to make a jump! Sweet! Okay. Jump has been made. What did that get me? Aside from a sniper rifle. That got me... That nearly got me death. That's what it got me. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that game. Woo-yah! Alright, so there is nothing over here. There's nothing over here. As far as I can tell, there is no way forward from this point. Even with all the sneak arounds and hidey holes that I found. Unless I'm an idiot. I could just be stupid. That's entirely possible. This has been established before. Okay, no, I think this is just taking us back to where we were. Okay. Okay, yeah, that just took us back to where we were. Unless there's another way down. I think we've already been up here and didn't find nothing. Yeah, there was only a sprat here and a monitor. Okay, so yeah, nothing at all here. Nothing at all here. Nothing down here. Nothing that resembles a fuse in the slightest. All right, take care, Zach. Thanks for tuning in. Was there just a very obvious fuse that I forgot to grab from the first area? Okay, so yeah, that's still up. That's still up. That's not going away anytime soon. I don't think that they would have another... They wouldn't have another one right when you first enter. We already looked at DeVries' ship. Oh, but the gates are down now. That's interesting. I mean, DeVries wouldn't just be storing another fuse on her ship, right? That would be silly. Okay, so nothing on DeVries' ship except for the satellites. Oh, hang on. Private journal. I cannot shake my last meeting with Victor from my mind. In the midst of discussing our plans, he quietly commented that I had a desperation about me. Is he really so daft? How could I not be desperate? Our very survival is on the line. For years we've gone over the numbers, sharing our fears and rage over the orders in action regarding the rifts. This may be the last chance to prove their original predictions right. But as I make my approach to greater tranquility, my desperation grows. Could I possibly have misinterpreted the numbers? Or were the numbers themselves wrong? If we fail, then what will everything leading to this point have been for? Worst of all, if we fail, it's because we weren't aligned with the plan after all. Allah, I cannot bear even the thought of it. Oh! Advanced encryption key. That seems good. Okay, well, I don't have the scrapper perk, unfortunately, so... If there is a fuse hidden in here, I'm gonna be very upset that I can't get to. But that seems like... They wouldn't just lock a quest necessary item behind a random perk that you may or may not have gotten, right? This game isn't that harsh, is it? Oh, am I really willing to admit that I'm stuck? Am I ready to admit that yet? Triple checking, making sure that I haven't missed anything in here. Like, there's no fuses or anything here that I can snatch. Okay, yeah. So, definitely nothing up here. Gotta keep moving. So, I mean, yeah, this is the only fuse that we've got. So, unless there's some way to get across without utilizing the tram, I really don't know what to do. I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like that's what I should be doing. But I can't for the life of me figure out where to go from here. Because if I just book it... Hold on, let's... see what we're actually working with here. So if I just run down... Wait. Okay, that's... What if I just jump across? Nope! Nope! Yeah! Alright, cool. I feel like I could have made that jump. I feel like I could have made that. Okay, yeah, and the fact that it's taking me here... Boy, I'm really glad that this ain't on a time limit or nothing. That would be very bad for me. Let's avoid all that nonsense. If I just go... Okay, so it is... Through here is a way. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, am I really that stupid? Fan hazards. The massive blades of certain fans will make quick work of even the toughest Earth Directorate agents. However, with skillful use of tactical time dilation that gadget, you may be able to slip through unscathed. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Where's the tactical time dilation? Where's... Go, 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 go. Yeah! Yeah! There we go! Give me that fuse, baby! Give it here! Oh, beautiful.
Let's turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. Our troops still demand answers for the unprovoked attack on Outpost Opportunity. What will you do to resolve this?
Firstly, I'd like to re-establish that we, the Order, did not attack. A rogue proctor by the name of Svoboda did. Her dastardly plot was revealed and she was promptly executed.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet lived, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and...
There we go. There we go. Much better.
chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago...
I will certainly hydrate, thank you.
Isn't that right?
Oh, that took way longer than it should have. Holy crap. But there we go, we're finally moving along. I'm almost done with Lost Judgment. I thought since you like murder mystery games, I'll tell you about Judgment and Lost Judgment. I feel like I've heard of those games, I just haven't had a chance to check them out. Ah, yes, here we go. Again with the fan nonsense. Whoa, not yet, not yet. Yes. There we go. Better late than never, yeah? I'd say so. We're definitely in new territory.
Neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other.
What appears to be a makeshift work both listening point bonds available. There's only enough of the final equipment to complete one of them. Aw, we can't do that.
Directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
Warning. Access to storage has not been granted. Please exit the vicinity immediately.
Yeah, it's fine. What is it? The Black Hat! Hey!
Loitering is not permitted, here or elsewhere on the station.
What if I destroy you?
Error. You are unauthorized, and now also a malefactor. Please return to the other side of the window if you wish to partake in a transaction. Commencing reprimand.
Oh, alright. Well, how much are you willing to buy?
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it.
The station has been decommissioned for decades. Why are you still here?
Searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on my explosive friends. But I do not have eyes.
DeSoto? Mechanist Hang on! That's Vicar Max's last name. Maximilian DeSoto. But he wasn't a mechanist. So is this like, is Vicar Max's like descendant running around somewhere? Or a family member? Is this, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but he's got the same last name. He's got the same last name as a man who had a chokehold on my thoughts for several months. So yeah, I'm going to notice.
This sector's long-departed personnel seem to make good use of these.
Alright. So I can purchase the Black Hat outright for 2,000 bits. That's a little steep. What does it even do? Gains increased critical hit chance against automechs. If automechs hacking is unlocked via the manual reset perk. Well, hold on. First off. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! We can get that. We can get that. That's fine. We'll get that encryption key too. Alright, just for you, chat. Just for you, chat. I'll stop wearing the Moon Man helmet. Wow, I did not realize how massive that Moon Man helmet was. There you go. The Black Hat. Is that better? Y'all like that better? I think it's kind of dope. Ooh, with the dead man's jacket. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah, let's rock this outfit for a little while. Meanwhile, I will pick up everything that is not nailed down. Pick up, pick up. I'm good on ammunition right now.
That's a lot of supplies left unattended. Could be worth a quick look over.
Alright, let's see. From Provost and Glacia. I commend you for seeking clarification on the decommissioning process. A wise subject is wise to ask questions. You are to package any item in the utility repository that is not depreciated and ready for export. The majority of the Varachnid mines specifically are to be shipped to Cloister to bolster maintenance on the archive. However, several select units are to remain behind and receive a device installation to test a new security measure, I am told. Please speak to Mechanist DeSoto if you wish to know the specifics. So we are gonna... sounds like we will speak to DeSoto at some point. If they look anything at all like Max, I am going to McLose it. Because this takes place after the first game, but at this point, we don't know how far after the first game it takes place. It could be that the original crew is all dead by now. Dead and buried. In graves that their families have to pay for. Because that's just how things work on, Halcyon. Am I more of a Sharpay or a Chow Chow person? Chow Chow. Even though they can be quite vicious, I also think that they're really cute. They're super fluffy and they got blue tongues. It's very cute. Sharpays, in their own way, Sharpays are also cute, but for me personally, too many wrinkles. I like the fluffy boys.
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
Lamps meaning eyes. Someone's got their eyes on us. Yeah, someone's definitely watching us. Alright. What's the bad thing that's gonna happen here? Pick up everything that's not nailed down. I ain't seeing no broadcast room, are y'all? Hey!
No further, Infidel. This next shot won't miss.
Alright, well. Guess we couldn't get rid of all of them. Does this thing have auto fire?
I can hear you.
It does not. That's fine. Yeah. Got him? Alright, well, I'm not sure what the fuse did, but I have it now. What if I just take both of them? What are you gonna do then? Oh, there's a fuse box down there that I need. Okay. Door's part shut. Of course it is. Okay, well then. Alright, I see what we need to do. Plug this in here.
Armed and ready.
Grab anything that's not nailed down, and... Open fire! Oh. Whoa! Open fire! Whoa!
Electrical damage failing.
Get down here!
Raring to go.
All right. Don't you worry none about that. Don't you worry about what I'm doing. Ooh. What? I just shot confetti. Oh my god, die already! I'm gonna waste all my ammo on you idiots! Thank you! Jesus. Okay, now the other one. Go, 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 go. That was the one I just did. Damn it! You ding-dong. Head the other way. I will say this is a pretty good use of the tactical time dilation, though.
Fine then. Cross that bridge and see how well you fare.
All charged.
You got it. All right, you want to go? You want to go, punk?
There's the elevator. Getting close now.
Huh. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to play? Anyone else want to play ball? I'm ready. Batter up, bitch. No? We done now? Okay. Thank you. I am going to save my game, though, because no way am I going to do all that mess again. I'll use that auto dock. Yeah, which somehow heals me for some reason. Alright, broadcast records. Alright, July 23, 27. Okay. Okay, we have actual dates. We have actual dates. Hang on, I need to look up something. I need to see when the hope... I need to see when the events of the Outer World takes place. How far into the future are we? Okay, 19th century, I don't care about that. Okay, 2342, Iconoclast founded, 2352. Okay, so the events of the Outer Worlds takes place on the year 2355 is when the first game takes place. So let's see how far into the future we are. 2355. Okay. 2327. Video and intercom systems enabled for a sovereign's annual address broadcasting through the station. Intercom systems enabled to commence the 2361. So only 6 years. That's not as far into the future as I thought it was going to be. The Sovereign announces the creation of the Vox Initiative. Don't say Vox. That will serve the people for centuries to come. Yeah. The Sovereign announces the birth of his first child, Henry. Embrace the new leader. As decommissioning winds down here at greater tranquility, I can't help but look about and reminisce on all that was done here. We've made even technological strides here. You've been so generous to point out your many visits. My hope is that our research will provide abundant fruitful as the Vox program is initiated. Yeah. Okay, so we are at least 6 years after the events of the Outer Worlds. At least 6 years. That's not near as far as I thought it was.
We came here in good faith to offer a merger and an alliance, and yet our parties will still be at each other's throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight pales in comparison to action. We acquired Fairfield from the Protectorate, you recall? This was a decisive victory over a strategic location which promises high returns.
So you think your people should rule? Shall I remind you that you failed to gain ground or even take the Vox relay yourself? Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Well, yeah, the peace talks have disintegrated, as I expected. This takes place in the same time as Duck Dodgers? Are we in the 24th and 1/2 century? I didn't even realize that! Ooh. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, this... Many people have died here. That's not good. Oh, a lot of people have died here! Oh, no. I'm just gonna relieve you of your things. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Like sitting terrorists.
R.I.P.
Can't let DeVries make her move.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Okay. How do we stop this? Nope, nobody over here. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, this is not going to end well.
Move, damn you.
Oh, I heard her. I heard her. DeVries!
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why.
Don't try to change the subject, DeVries. We need to talk about what you're doing here.
Certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I have no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
So you're killing him for the greater good. Again. You really need some new material.
Well, it certainly didn't take long for your insolence to rear its ugly head. Taking one life or two, or losing my own, matters not. So long as I complete my mission. The one I started, but the Order saw fit to abandon. You don't know the half of it.
Then tell me! Fine. What do the peace talks have to do with the rifts?
Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology.
So what was Horizon Point then? A test run?
No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia and proved to me that I needed to act to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started.
You've done enough. You're why the colony is at war and a giant rift is in front of us.
And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No, I did the right thing at Horizon Point, despite the cost. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander.
I'm tempted to just shoot her right here. I don't know. Do we go cold, go with the revenge, and just trust that we're making the right call here? Can I actually talk her down? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Just because this woman is giving me a headache, I'm gonna attack. And if I am not happy with my choice, then I'll maybe take a different path. I mean, this is just too cool. This is just too cool of a segue for me not to take it. Pipe down over there and trying to have a discussion. I mean, there's 3 options telling me to hold off. That seems like this is important. Fine. Not yet.
How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now.
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. You told me 10 years ago that you wanted to repay her for saving you. Was that just talk?
No, it wasn't just talk, but I never thought she'd turn into this. Fine. I'll follow your lead. Just don't ask me to forgive her, Commander. It ain't in me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Not after all she's done.
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse.
Is there another way? Are we about to Phoenix Wright bluff our way out of this? Let's see. There's another way to help the Order. We just haven't considered it yet.
Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself.
Have you been listening to the bullshit that's been going on? The delegates are ruining their own chance at peace. Just let it run its course.
Negotiations are shaky, it's true. But if either side is desperate enough, they'll make an appeal too good to turn down. The deaths of their envoys would sour that. If I can do anything to put doubt in either faction's mind, I'll do it. You were an Earth Directorate agent once. You understand the need to be thorough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet.
I spared Victor and your team of agents. Surrender and I'll do the same for you. Your friend Savannah still believes in you. She says that you deserve a second chance. I mean, is this gonna even do anything?
Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live.
I hate villain redemption, man, but there's something bigger going on here than my revenge with DeVries. I believe you can redeem yourself. Make things right again.
Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. There we go. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the Rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype Rift modulator on Praetor.
Alright, we managed to talk her down, but I need assurance this ain't a trap.
All I can give is my word. There's no backup plan for me. I've reached my limit. But I know that you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Yeah, here we go! Here we go! I called it! I called it! I knew something bad was gonna happen! Not before taking that. Alright, time to go!
Follow me, quick!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I'm stuck. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This way. Okay, down here. Alright, yep, alright. Not that way. Go.
Let's not get any smaller. Come on, Commander. Up and puff it.
I'm going. And believe me, I'm going. Hurry. Get up on that ship! Go!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases,
indeed a rift.
Including this one, have
Take care,
entered
Cadmus.
their final
Thanks for tuning
stages.
in.
If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked.
That's not good.
You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines.
Woohoo! I like the sound of that!
The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations.
Anything else?
I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose.
Alright, so we have to go to Praetor to find the prototype, and we have to go to Cloister to get the data.
Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters.
Oh, goody. What would be the benefit from working with one faction over the other?
The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted. There is also one other, less likely option. persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help facilitate this.
Thanks for the information.
Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
I'm actually inclined to start with the archives. We need more info.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal.
I'll read it later.
Acknowledged. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
All right. So, as I expected, things have really started popping off. The rifts have become a much bigger issue. So now our mission is clear. We gotta stop this from happening to the rest of the universe. And about the third option, about Andy's Choice and the Order working together, that is what I'm going to work towards. Like hell, I'm gonna work with Andy's Choice. But I'm also not too fond of the Order either. So, best option here is for us to convince them to work together. But that will be a task for next time. I think this is a good place to leave off for tonight. I guess the first arc of the story is now complete. So, next time, we will be heading to Cloister to, check out the archive and see what else we can find about our situation. The next stream is going to be on Thursday. We are returning to Persona 3 Reload. We're going back to alternating between Persona 3 and Persona 5 on Thursday nights now that Urban Myth is done with. And possibly this might be the first multi-stream of the year. If I can get things up and running, we might be doing this on Twitch and YouTube as well. Fingers crossed. We're gonna give it a try on Thursday, and we'll see what happens. For now, it looks like our friend Ace is online, so let's go pop in and say hi to her. If you're sticking around, stand by. If you're bouncing here, thank you so much for tuning in. This is SGG signing off. Stay super, guys. I will see you on Thursday for Persona 3 Reload. And Raiders, stand by. We are raiding.